So we're just settling in to our physical bodies, settling in, finding our breath, finding a comfortable space. Someplace where you can withdraw from some of the external stimulation or the external noise. So maybe we can notice our own internal noise. Again, we're just settling in. So this is a beautiful opportunity for you to spend the next 30 minutes just noticing, reflecting, just being aware without judgment. The whole practice behind mindfulness and meditation is to practice noticing what it is that you're paying attention to. So we do that by removing some of the external distractions, as many external distractions as you possibly can. You may want to close your eyes. You may want to dim the lights. You may want to turn away from your computer screen. Whatever it is that feels right for you in the process of starting to shift your awareness from outside to inside. Notice your breath. The gentle inhale and exhale is happening, right? The ebb and flow of your breath is happening all of the time. You do not need to tell your body to breathe. Your body knows innately that it needs to be fueled by breath. So we follow the breath in. We follow the breath out. There's something very soothing about returning back to that very first moment when you entered the world and you took your very first breath. It was the very first hint that you were alive. You didn't know what to call it. You didn't know cognitively how important that was. But, that moment that you arrived, the moment that you were given birth, you were given life and breath. So it stays with us. It comes with us. It stays with us. It invigorates us. It relaxes us. It allows us to think and move and function in our everyday lives. So while you're noticing your breath, maybe, just maybe, you can relax your jaw. Release the muscles on your face, soften the cheeks, soften the brow. Let the shoulders drop down away from the ears. Yes, your body's natural state is relaxation. When you are in a place of alignment with yourself, you are in a place of relaxation. So just continue to soften with every exhale and continue to recognize with every inhale. Follow the breath in, recognize that you have everything you need. And on the exhale, soften and relax into your physical body, releasing tension. Releasing the idea that you need to be somewhere or be doing something other than right here, right now. So when we're breathing, we're using the nostrils. The nostrils are part of the respiratory system. The mouth is part of the digestive system. So follow the breath in through the nostrils, fill the belly, fill the chest cavity, maybe elongating, maybe stretching or expanding your breath. And then on the exhale, feel the relaxation or the softening or the allowing. So we invigorate with our breath And then we allow things to happen or unfold, or we have the awareness with the exhale. You're like, oh, I'm releasing something, letting it go. There's something I may be holding on to unnecessarily, whether it's a thought or a feeling or, an experience that I had that is no longer of service to me, that's weighing me down or keeping me stuck. We use the exhale to release that, to let that go with love and compassion. Hey, I can let that go. And if it comes back up, it's okay, because we have another exhale to let it go again. So when we can learn to be less judgmental and more like our breath, just the ebb and the flow, and watching it happen, and feeling our way through the experience, then we don't have to be as stuck or as stressed or as tense or as hung up. Because guess what? There's always the next exhale. Let it go. Take that nice deep inhale, fill your body with breath. And on this exhale, I want you to check back in with your jaw and the muscles on your face and your shoulders and your hips, and just continue to successionally soften the body. You have the opportunity to send the signals to the parts of your body to release, to relax, to let go, whether it's the mind, the heart, the physical body. So wherever it is that you're holding that tension, or whatever it is you're thinking that's keeping you in a state of unrest or away from the peaceful part of yourself, just release it, let it go. Follow the breath in. Feel the invigoration and the expansion and the opportunity and the idea of what's next, and the idea of hope and the idea of desire, and all of those things happen on the inhale, and on the exhale we relax into who we are, and we trust that where we are right now is giving us exactly what we need. All these things that we can just notice through the breath. Where we are right now is giving us or showing us something that we need. If we're uncomfortable, it might mean that we need to pay attention differently. If we're relaxed and we feel aligned, it might mean that we make decisions about just staying put for right now. Whatever it is that's happening is showing you something. Stay centered, stay grounded, stay in the middle. Don't allow whatever is happening to pull you too far to one side or the other. Find that place of neutral and just observe. Observe your breath. Observe your responses and your reactions. Observe the responses and reactions of those around you. Observe what's happening inside of you, and observe what's happening outside of you. The more you notice, the more aware you become, the more you are able to navigate and negotiate from a centered, calm place. And when you feel your body responding or reacting in a way that feels uncomfortable or unfamiliar, Just take the moment, take the breath, and remind yourself that you have everything you need to navigate the situation. Regulate the emotions by using the breath. Following it in and relaxing and releasing and letting go of something on the way out. Keep softening. Your body's natural state is one of relaxation. And if we can continue to return to that and we can become more familiar with relaxation than agitation or discomfort or all of the other things that we tend to attach, suffering. If we can find our body's natural state, no matter what is happening, then we can remain calm and centered and make our decisions, what's true for us, what's best for us, from a place of calm, centered self. It's a big inhale and a lovely, gentle exhale. We're just following it in and releasing it out. So there are 3 words that came to mind when I was thinking about tonight's meditation, and they're familiar words. It is trust the process. Trust that things are unfolding in your favor. Trust that things are showing you exactly what you need for your next move, which will then bring you closer to who you really are, to what you really deserve, to your value, to your worth, to your most authentic self, to your authentic voice, to whatever it is that you might be seeking. Trust the process. Trust that things are working in your favor. Find the vantage point that gives you the best possible storyline. Where is the silver lining in the dark cloud? Where is the light in the nighttime sky? Where is the beauty? Maybe in the chaos or the destruction, whatever it is that's happening. We think about Mother Nature. So just like our breath, right? We trust our breath. We trust the process that's unfolding. We trust that when we inhale, our cells are being fed, our body is being fueled, we're creating energy, and that energy, we get to choose how we expend it, where we put our attention. That's trusting the process. That's knowing your power. And the universe, right? The planet Earth, no one has to tell it where it aligns from the sun to keep us just warm enough, but just cool enough to stay alive. No one has to micromanage where the earth is in its rotation around the sun. No one has to tell the leaves when it's autumn. They know. The trees know when it's time to shed their leaves and prepare for their next part of their journey or their winter's rest in order to blossom in the spring. No one has to tell it. There's no one going around knocking on each tree saying, hey, maybe it's time to drop your leaves. These are things that are processes that are happening, that are unfolding, that are natural. And we as human beings, because we have this thinking mind, are always trying to control the process instead of trusting the process. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, trust the process. It's already working for you. The breath that you took in, is being transformed into the energy that's fueling your cells. The process is happening and it's in your favor. So we know that that's happening inside of us all the time. We know that that's happening around us in nature all of the time. So we need to learn to relax into our lives and trust the process, to pay attention to what's happening inside of us in relation to what we're noticing outside of us. There's a lot happening outside of us we can't notice at all. Where are you placing your attention? Can you trust things enough to allow them to unfold instead of trying to force it? Can you trust that your life is on a path or a trajectory? And yes, you have choices and decisions that you can make, but guess what? Each one of those choices and decisions leads you to another choice or decision that you get to make again. So it can't be wrong. You're not wrong. You're following what feels right. And as long as you're following what feels right and you're trusting the process, you're getting what you need along the way. Take that nice deep inhale, fill the body with breath, and on the exhale, scan it and release it and let it go, whether you're scanning your thoughts or you're scanning your feelings or you're scanning the physical tension in your body. We're in charge. We're in charge of how we feel, how we label our life and our experiences, where we focus our attention or our energy. Whether we allow things to unfold, whether we can notice what aspect is working in our favor, what is it showing us? And if you don't think things are working in your favor, take a breath again, because guess what? If things were not working in your favor, then you would not have the opportunity to take the breath and reset the thought. Keep relaxing on the exhale. Just take it a little bit deeper. Maybe you exhale for just a moment longer and soften or relax or release something else. Remember, your body's natural state is not agitation. It's not angst. It's not even nervous energy. Your body's natural state is relaxation. We draw in nervous energy when we get excited about things, or maybe when we have concerns about things. We draw in the energy. We shift whatever it is that we're feeling based on whatever it is that we're thinking. So if we trust the process of changing our thoughts to change our experience, and then when we change our experiences or we change the way we look at things, we're actually changing the way we live our lives. Do you want to feel more centered, more calm? Then pay more attention to your breath and less attention to the chaos that's happening outside of you. There will always be chaos. It's great to recognize it and not attach to it or become a part of it. Just notice it. Notice what's happening outside of you. Notice how you're responding to it inside of you. Notice what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're paying attention to, what you're fueling your body with. It's all simple awareness. So if you can just observe your thoughts, observe your feelings, observe the experiences around you, observe the experiences within you. And I say just like it's easy. If it was really easy, then everyone could just flip that switch. So it's not really easy. It requires practice. and it requires recognizing, and it requires awareness. Hey, the way I'm thinking makes me feel like this. Maybe if I change the way I'm thinking, I can feel like that. Maybe if I change the way I'm looking at a situation and see it from a different viewpoint or a different vantage point or a different emotional perspective, then maybe my whole idea about the situation will shift. And that's awareness, and that takes practice. Catching yourself in the act of judging yourself or comparing yourself or creating a story that takes you somewhere that doesn't feel good, doesn't feel aligned with who you are. Just like you breathe, right? And just like you send signals to your body, commands to do things, you can send signals to your brain or to your heart to shift the way you're thinking and the way you're feeling. Trust the process. So the process is how things are unfolding. Steps and stages, successional relaxation, successional, building of the mindful practice, where we're practicing, we're using this opportunity, this Thursday night 30-minute, to say, hey, maybe I can slow down the thoughts in my mind so I don't feel overwhelmed. Hey, maybe I can relax my body and give it an opportunity to restore itself, to heal itself, to take care of itself. Hey, maybe I can recognize what I'm really feeling behind the guise of anger or, sadness. Where is that coming from? Maybe I can see patterns if I just slow down and start paying attention. And once I see something without judging it, then I have an opportunity to shift it or change it. Hey, listen, none of us, right? On a spectrum of perfect, there is no beginning and no end, right? There is no quantifying of the word perfect. So there's no such thing as perfect. There's just perfectly you right now. And the perfect part of you right now chose to show up for yourself tonight and be aware. And that's the beginning of changing everything, is recognizing, hey, I'm in charge. I have the power. I have the power to think. I have the power to feel. I have the power to move. I have the power to make a decision and stay with that for as long as I need to until I'm ready to make the next decision. When we trust the process, we don't give our power away. We continue to move in the direction of what feels right for us, regardless of what other people think, feel, say, or do. Trust your process. Trust your next step. Trust your next move. Trust that you know what's right for you right now. And also trust that that will change, because what's right for you right now will be something different that's right for you down the road. Take the pause, slow it down, observe, notice without judgment. Use your breath to recalibrate or to reset or to reveal or to reignite or to initiate, to invigorate. Use your breath for whatever it is that you need. It's your fuel. It's your first fuel. It came the moment you entered the world, and it'll stay with you the whole time that you are here. Use it as your tool. Take a nice deep inhale, fill the body with breath. Feel the chest cavity expand, the belly fills. Deep diaphragmatic breathing. If this is your fuel, let's max it out. And then maybe just pause with that breath in there and you're like, wow, okay, I get it. I am powerful. And then you can part your lips or exhale through the nostrils, either way. The inhale is always through the nostrils. That's the invigorating part. That's the respiratory system where it fires things up and creates movement. And then the exhale gives you the opportunity to just let it go. Maybe you soften and relax your hips right now, or maybe your toes are curled and you just release them and let them go, or you go back to your jaw or the muscles on your face or the brow. The more you can allow your body to be receptive in its natural state, the more compassion and kindness you will find for yourself, the more calm you will find for yourself. It's all in there. It's already there. Just using the breath to access it. Love those deep inhales, and also equally love the way it feels to just allow things to collapse and just trust, right? Just trust. The 3 words. Trust the process. Remember that things are working in your favor. Sometimes discomfort is in your favor. Sometimes comfort is in your favor. We need all of it to move, to create, to become. We're not becoming something outside. We're digging in to become the best, most authentic version of ourselves right here, right now, in this moment. We're blessed with the gift of the pause to allow ourselves to recognize that. So I'm here with your weekly reminder, and this week it's trust the process. Use the breath. Thank you guys for showing up for yourself tonight, and every Thursday night at 8:30. The replay pops itself up on the YouTube channel, which is Present Moment Inc. So if you missed it, or if you want to hear some aspect of it again, please feel free to pop in, to pop on. And if you have any questions, you're also always welcome to email me, susanjcooney@gmail.com. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.